This is a pair of black rubber things, received as a freebie from Temu. They have a small hole at the end, are about the size of a palm, and have a strong rubber smell. What are they? These are likely replacement feet for a ladder. The legs of an extension ladder or a step ladder are capped with these thick, non-slip rubber feet. Their purpose is to provide a stable grip on the ground, preventing the ladder from slipping, and also to protect floor surfaces from being scratched by the metal ladder legs. They are a common replacement part, as the original feet can wear down or get lost over time. The hole might be where they are secured to the ladder leg. Amazingly found in a rain gutter above a porch, this solid metal, non-bendable, lightweight object is about 2 inches long. What is this piece of window hardware? This is a bracket that goes with a sash window spiral balance kit. A spiral balance is a type of window balance mechanism used in single or double-hung windows to make the sash easier to lift and to hold it in place. It consists of a spiral rod inside a tube. This bracket would be one of the small hardware pieces used to mount the end of the spiral balance tube to either the window sash or the window jamb frame. It likely came loose during a window repair or replacement and ended up in the gutter. This is a transparent plastic tube about 5 centimeters long with a metal rod inside. A kind of blue fiberglass protrudes from one end, embedded in white plastic. A piece of white plastic also protrudes from the other end. What is this high-tech component? This might be a splice for a fiber optic cable. When 2 fiber optic cables need to be joined, a technician performs a splice to connect the 2 glass fibers with minimal signal loss. This is often done by fusion splicing. The finished delicate splice is then protected by a heat shrink sleeve, which often has a metal rod inside for strength, just like this one. The blue fiberglass and white plastic would be the protective coatings and jacketing of the 2 fiber optic cables that have been joined together inside this protective sleeve. Found in the attic of a new home in Italy, you can crank this device, and then a tension mechanism causes it to slowly rotate in the other direction. What is this clockwork cooking mechanism? This is called a roasting jack or a clockwork spit. Before electric motors, this ingenious mechanical device was used for rotisserie cooking in front of an open fire. The device would be wound up by hand, the crank it part. The tension in a coiled spring, or a system of falling weights, would then slowly and steadily turn a hook at the bottom. A piece of meat, hung from this hook on a string, would rotate in front of the fire, ensuring it cooked evenly on all sides. It's a fascinating piece of historical culinary technology. On an abandoned property in SoCal, there are over 100 tall poles, 15 to 30 feet high, with strings and small flags strung across them. There is no infrastructure for events or farming. What is the purpose of this extensive installation? Story poles. These are a tool used in the construction and development planning process. Before a new building is constructed, these poles are erected on the site to show the height, bulk, and location of the proposed structure. The strings and flags outline the key features, like roof lines, walls, and floor levels. This allows neighbors, city planners, and the public to visualize the actual impact the new construction will have on views, sunlight, and the general character of the neighborhood. They are often a required part of the public review process for new developments. Found in a garage, this is a 4-inch long, transparent blue and chrome Thingamajig. It's decently heavy and has a small switch on it. It looks like something could attach at the end. What is it? This is an aftermarket shift knob for a car. The main body would screw onto the gear shift lever. Many custom shift knobs, especially from the import and tuner car scenes of the 90s and 2000s, were made with these transparent, colored plastic and chrome designs. The small switch on it would likely be to activate an internal LED light, making the shift knob glow blue. They were a popular and easy way for car enthusiasts to customize the interior of their vehicle. Found in a house built in 1937, this is a 2-inch figurine, possibly bakelite, that looks like a cat. It has a small cavity with a door that opens, though a spring that held it closed is now broken. What is the purpose of this figurine with a hidden compartment? This is made from black horn, not bakelite, and it's a snuff box or a small trinket box. These small, novelty containers, often carved into the shape of animals like cats or birds, were popular for carrying small personal items. The hinged compartment would be for holding snuff, a form of powdered tobacco that was inhaled, a small pill, or another tiny trinket. Horn was a common material for these boxes, as it could be heated and molded or carved into intricate shapes. It is a charming and personal antique accessory. If you love uncovering strange and mysterious objects, hit like and subscribe. Your support genuinely helps YouTube's algorithm find more curious explorers like you. Thank you for helping us grow. Stay curious. This black hook is on the side of a kitchen island addition. It was there when the finder moved in. A bottom wire shelf swings in and out. What is it for? This is a bracket used to hold a basket on the front of a bicycle. The hooks on the basket would hang from the top part of this bracket, which would be mounted on the bicycle's handlebars. The lower part of the bracket, possibly the swinging shelf, would provide additional support. While its placement on a kitchen island is unusual, it was likely repurposed by a previous owner as a convenient hook for hanging kitchen towels, utensils, or a small bag. This pen-sized brass metal tool has a sphere on one end and a retractable ruler-like part inside. It's from Brazil, circa mid-1980s to 2003. What is this measuring tool? This is a pressure gauge for tires. It's a simple pen-style mechanical gauge. The user would press the open end onto the tire's valve stem. The pressure from the tire would push out the calibrated, ruler-like rod inside the body of the gauge. The numbers on this rod indicate the tire pressure in PSI or another unit. After taking a reading, the user would press the small release valve, possibly the sphere on one end, to reset the gauge to 0. They are a classic and reliable tool for checking tire pressure. Found in a creek in upstate West Virginia, this decorative brass handle is roughly 6 x 3 inches and has several screw holes. What is it from? This is a decorative arm from a 1920s era brass pan light fixture. A pan chandelier is a style of ceiling light fixture that has a central pan or dish from which several arms extend outwards, each holding a light bulb. This found object would be one of those ornate cast brass arms. The screw holes would be where it was attached to the central pan of the fixture and where the light socket and lampshade were attached at the other end. It's a piece from a classic antique lighting fixture. Found in a toolbox, these are cylindrical copper pointy things of multiple sizes. They have a flat top and a pointy bottom with a circle around it. What are these precision woodworking tools? These are dowel centering points. They are used in woodworking to accurately transfer the location of dowel holes from one board to another when making a doweled joint. You drill the dowel holes in your first piece of wood. You then place these centering points into the drilled holes. The main body of the point fits in the hole, and a tiny, sharp point is left sticking out. You then press the second piece of wood against the first. The sharp points make a small indent in the second board, perfectly marking where you need to drill the corresponding holes. This red plastic thing was found in the glove box of a new Subaru Forester. Could it be some kind of tool? Yes, this is very likely an emergency window breaking tool. These small, often brightly colored safety devices are designed to be kept in a car's glove box or center console. They typically have two functions: a hardened steel point for shattering a side window in an emergency if you are trapped in the car after an accident, and a small shielded razor blade for cutting through a jammed seatbelt. Some car manufacturers, including Subaru, have been known to include these as a standard safety feature in their new vehicles. This 1-inch, hard plastic, lightweight, white and blue object was found in a gravel driveway at a vacation home in Cape Cod. Pictured are the front and back. What is it? That's the logo of the Braeburn Country Club, a private golf club located near Boston, Massachusetts. This makes the object a golf chit, or a ball marker from that specific club. Golfers use small, flat objects called ball markers to mark the position of their golf ball on the putting green before they lift it to clean it or to get it out of another player's line. Many country clubs and golf courses produce their own branded ball markers, like this one for their members and guests. Found in a garden, this is a white rectangular tool, about 2 inches long, with an old UK mobile network logo, 121, on it. It has a metal point on one end and looks like it opens, but it's stuck. What is it? The commenter thinks this is just a pen. Specifically, it's likely a type of novelty or promotional mini pen that was popular in the 1990s when the 121 network was active. The metal point would have a tiny roller ball at the very tip. It would have originally had a cap that flipped around on a small wire bail, but this cap is likely missing. These were inexpensive, compact pens, often given away as promotional items. Over time, the ink has dried up, and the parts may have seized, making it hard to open or use. This is a decorated iron ball with lots of swirly patterns. It has a smooth bit on one end, a diameter of 2.5 cm, and weighs 68.5 g. What is it? The commenter has the exact same one. It was sold to them in a lot of ancient Nepali or Indian coins and was described as a cannonball coin. While not a traditional government-issued coin, these are a form of token money or weights from that region. The commenter was told that the different sizes of these decorated iron balls corresponded to different values. It's a fascinating and somewhat obscure form of historical currency or a trade weight, made to look like a miniature decorative cannonball. Gifted from a thrift store, this is a palm-sized, rotating metal object. The inner ring rotates slowly if the outer ring is spun quickly, like a top. It's surprisingly heavy for its size. What is this classic toy? This is a toy gyroscope. A gyroscope is a spinning wheel or disc in which the axis of rotation is free to assume any orientation by itself. When rotating, the orientation of this axis is unaffected by tilting or rotation of the mounting according to the conservation of angular momentum. This is the classic physics toy that seems to defy gravity. You would typically spin the inner rotor up to a high speed using a string, and then you could balance the entire gyroscope on a string or the tip of your finger. This weird tool has 2 metal wires coming from a plastic base and is very lightweight. What is this for? This is a keycap puller, an essential tool for anyone with a mechanical keyboard. Mechanical keyboards often have removable keycaps, allowing the user to clean the keyboard underneath, replace a broken keycap, or install a custom set of keycaps to personalize their keyboard. To remove a keycap without damaging it or the switch underneath, you place this tool over the keycap, press down so the 2 wire loops snap underneath the keycap's corners, and then pull straight up. This thrifted Madewell top has fasteners on the inside of the sleeves. What are they for? These fasteners are to keep your bra strap in place. They are a thoughtful detail, sometimes included in higher quality women's clothing, especially on tops with wide necklines or thin shoulder straps. The small fabric loop, which has a snap on it, is wrapped around your bra strap and then snapped shut. This secures the bra strap to the shoulder of the garment, preventing it from slipping off your shoulder and becoming visible. It's a simple solution for a common annoyance. This metal bar is shelf-shaped with grooves on the ends. The finder thought it was part of a BBQ or a snowblower, but it seems too small for a mattress. What is it? The commenter has this exact same bar and confirms its purpose. It is a mattress retainer bar for an adjustable bed. An adjustable bed is a bed frame that can be articulated to raise the head and or feet. This bar plugs into the base of the bed frame at the foot end. Its purpose is to keep the mattress from sliding down and off the base when the head of the bed is raised. The grooves on the ends are where it slots into the bed frame. This hard, yellow plastic object is 16 centimeter long and 4 centimeter tall. It was found in a drawer. What is this appliance accessory? This is a Kenwood hand blender storage stand, designed specifically for the Kenwood HB615 model or similar. A hand blender, also known as an immersion or stick blender, is a handheld kitchen appliance. This stand would be a resting base or holder where you can place the hand blender when it's not in use, keeping it upright and the blending head off the countertop. It provides a neat and stable storage solution for the appliance and often has a spot for cord management. Found inside an old boat, these are rigid, rectangular, foldable devices with felt pads backed with canvas. They come in different sizes, each with 3 foldable panels. What are they for? These are likely table protector pads. They are designed to go under a tablecloth on a nice wooden dining table, especially on a boat or in an RV, where tables can be expensive and prone to damage from movement. The hard inner core protects the table from heat, spills, and impact, while the soft felt underside prevents scratches on the wood finish. The foldable, multi-panel design makes them easy to store away when the table is not in use for dining. This plastic Pokey thing is stuck into the ceiling of a motel room bathroom. It's under an inch long and too high to reach. What is it? The 2 most likely possibilities are grimly related to mischief or misuse. It could be the plastic tip from a blowgun dart. Recreational blowguns often use small plastic-finned darts that can easily get stuck in a ceiling. Alternatively, and more concerningly, it could be the protective cap or the tip itself from an insulin syringe or a similar hypodermic needle. These are sometimes found improperly discarded in motel rooms by individuals who use them for either medical or illicit purposes. This metal box, labeled Easyway, with a cut tube coming out of it, was found behind a panel in the basement ceiling of a 1957 home. The tube goes up into a closet upstairs. What is this? This is likely the fan or motor portion of an Easyway home cleaning system, which was an early central vacuum system. In a central vacuum system, a main power and collection unit is located in the basement or garage. A network of pipes or tubes runs through the walls of the house to inlet ports in various rooms. You would plug a long, flexible hose into these inlets to vacuum. This box would have contained the powerful motor and fan that created the suction for the entire system. The cut tube indicates the system has been decommissioned. Found on the beach in Sayulita, Mexico, this is lightweight, floats, and feels wooden. What is this tool, likely related to animals? This looks a lot like a rasp, used for hoof trimming. A rasp is a coarse file or a tool with a surface of sharp, rough projections. Farriers and horse owners use rasps to file and shape horse hooves after they have been trimmed with a hoof knife. While many have metal rasp surfaces, some older or different styles might have other abrasive textures, and the handle is often made of wood. Finding one on a beach is unusual, but horses are common in many rural and coastal areas for work or recreation. Found in a kitchen drawer, this firm black rubber object is about the size of a large coin and has the brand Joie on it. What is this small kitchen gadget? This is a holder for stainless steel drinking straws. Reusable straws have become very popular, but cleaning them can be a bit of a challenge. This small rubber or silicone gadget, made by the kitchenware brand Joie, is designed to hold several reusable straws together in a neat bundle, often in an upright position, while they are in the dishwasher or drying in a utensil caddy. This ensures they are washed and dried thoroughly. New people bought the house next door and are running this machine with a tube into their house. It's stinking up the whole neighborhood. The setup includes a green tank-like thing. What is it? The green tank thing is an air compressor. However, the big black hose is likely connected to something else that is causing the smell. As the commenter suggests, if it sounds like an engine running, there's probably some 2-stroke engine-powered equipment in use. This could be a large blower for drying out the house, if there was water damage, a powerful vacuum, or some other piece of restoration equipment. 2-stroke engines are known for their smelly exhaust, which is likely the source of the fumes that are giving the neighbor a headache. Found in an Amazon grab box, this set includes one headband-ish thing and 2 smaller covers. The finder thought they were baby mittens, but the insides are not comfortable. What are they? This set is for a car. They are covers for a steering wheel and shoulder pads for the seatbelts. The large headband-ish fuzzy gray piece is a cover that stretches over the steering wheel, providing a softer and warmer grip. The 2 smaller matching fuzzy covers are shoulder pads. You wrap them around the shoulder strap part of the seatbelt, and they are held in place with Velcro. They are designed to provide some cushioning and prevent the seatbelt from chafing your neck or shoulder. Found while exploring an abandoned property in Australia, this is a brass object with inscriptions like explosive, dangerous, detonator, and a long orange wire connected to it. When reported to police, the attending officer awkwardly laughed and said it was a battery charger. The finder is understandably skeptical. What is this? That cop is smoking something. This is absolutely a blasting cap, a type of detonator used to initiate a larger explosive charge, for example, in mining, quarrying, or demolition. The brass shell contains a small amount of a highly sensitive primary explosive. The long orange wire would be the lead wires that are connected to a blasting machine. When an electrical current is sent down the wire, it heats a bridge wire inside the cap, which detonates the primary explosive, in turn, setting off the main charge. This is an extremely dangerous item and should never be handled. The officer's response was incredibly irresponsible. This came supposedly through a baby registry, though it's not on the list. It's a washcloth-like muslin cloth with a wooden dowel, 5 wooden rings, and a little bow. The rings and bow's purpose are unclear. What is this set? After some searching, the finder located the link for this set. It is a baby gift, set consisting of a burp cloth, the soft muslin cloth, a wooden rattle, the wooden dowel with rings, which would make a gentle clacking sound, and a teething ring. The bow is likely just a decorative element for the gift set. It's a common type of curated gift set for a newborn, featuring simple, natural materials that are safe and stimulating for a baby. Heavy metal objects were found in the sea near the shore, in Kuroshio, Japan. They seem to be in a similar state of rustiness. What are these automotive parts? This looks like a lower control arm from a vehicle's suspension, along with its matching bushing or a bushing for the subframe where it attaches. A control arm is a hinged suspension link between the chassis and the suspension upright or hub that carries the wheel. They are critical for allowing the wheels to move up and down while maintaining proper alignment. These are substantial components made of cast iron or stamped steel. Finding them in the sea suggests they are from a car that was wrecked and ended up in the water, or were simply discarded as junk. Found in a charity shop in Wimbledon, this is about 1 meter tall and consists of 3 wooden sticks of the Schlesinger brand, joined to a metallic base with a spring. It was found alongside a golf set, but may not be related. What is it? These are cricket stumps. Specifically, they are a set of spring-loaded stumps designed for practice, particularly in cricket nets. In a game of cricket, the 3 vertical stumps and 2 horizontal bails on top form the wicket, which the bowler tries to hit. For practice, a set like this, mounted on a heavy metal base, can be used on any surface without needing to hammer individual stumps into the ground. The spring-loaded mechanism allows the stumps to be knocked over when hit, but then return to their upright position, saving time and effort. Schlesinger is a famous brand of cricket equipment. Mounted on a newish Ford Expedition in Florida, forward of the driver's side view mirror, this looks adjustable, but not like a snorkel, a light, or a secondary mirror. A car guy has never seen anything like it. What is it? The commenter's final thought is the right one. This is a modern, remote-controlled searchlight or spotlight, similar to the Unity brand spotlights commonly seen on police vehicles, but a more modern, compact LED version. The housing can be aimed remotely from inside the vehicle using a small joystick or controller, allowing the driver to illuminate addresses, signs, or areas off the side of the road without leaving the car. They are used by law enforcement, utility companies, and security patrols, but are also available for civilian vehicles. This van in Kanagawa, Japan, has a metal roof mount with a long vertical piece with a black cap on top. There is also a white antenna on the other side of the roof. What is this setup? This is a mobile mapping or surveying system. The device on the vertical piece is a 360-degree camera, likely one from a company like Ladybug or Ricoh, which captures a full panoramic image of the vehicle's surroundings. The white antenna on the other side is for a high-accuracy GPS and/or satellite communications. This combination of a 360-degree camera and precise GPS is used to create street-level imagery for services like Google Street View or for professional surveying, asset management, and road infrastructure mapping. Found while cleaning at a job, this metal object is the size of a coin. It has two small holes, one on top, one on bottom, so a string or pin can go through it. The image is the same on both sides. What is it? With the holes on the top and bottom, this seems like the spinning bauble from a keychain. Many keychains have a central decorative element that is designed to spin freely. This is achieved by having a pin or a rivet that passes through the holes at the top and bottom of the bauble, allowing it to rotate within a frame. The image being the same on both sides is also consistent with this, as it would be visible from either side as it spins. It's the centerpiece of a keychain that has broken apart. This metal object was pulled out of a tub drain, which would explain why the shower was backing up. It folds at the bottom and looks like there is a joint at the top. It's maybe 6 to 7 inches long. It's definitely not from the current residence. What is it? This is the bathtub drain linkage assembly with a plug, guide, and rocker arm. It is the internal mechanism for a pop-up drain stopper, the kind that is operated by a lever on the overflow plate. This linkage connects the lever to the drain stopper at the bottom of the tub. When you move the lever, this rocker arm and linkage assembly moves up or down, pushing the stopper open or pulling it closed. It's a very common piece of plumbing that can become disconnected or broken inside the drain pipe, causing blockages. Nails with pieces of copper-like wire attached to them were pulled out of pallet wood. The wire seems to be soldered to the nails. What is this? This is from a nail gun that uses wire-collated nails. For pneumatic nail guns, the nails need to be held together in a strip or a coil to be fed into the gun. One common method of collation is to weld the nails together in a coil using two thin pieces of wire. When the nail gun fires, it drives a single nail into the wood, and the small pieces of the collation wire that were attached to that nail either break off upon impact or are driven into the wood along with the nail. This is the remnant of that collation system. Multiple yellow boxes on tripods are set up along a train line outside of Stuttgart, Germany. They are hooked to each other with orange cables and are placed about every 100 meters. What are they? This is an automatic track warning system, ATWS, or Rottenwarnanlage in German. It is a portable safety system used to protect rail workers who are performing maintenance on active railway lines. Sensors are placed up the track to detect approaching trains. When a train is detected, the system sends a signal through the orange cables to these yellow boxes, which are horn and light units. These units then emit a super loud alarm and flashing lights, warning the workers to clear the tracks immediately. You will likely hear it day and night if you are nearby. These wire clips with red plastic ends were found while remodeling a house from the 1940s. They are about 3 inches long and were found in the walls of a rural ranch house. What are they? These are clips for a set of electric hot rollers. Hot rollers were a very popular hairstyling appliance from the mid-20th century onwards. The set would consist of multiple rollers that were heated up on a base unit. The user would then roll sections of their hair around the hot rollers and secure them in place with these wire clips. The heat from the roller would set a curl in the hair. These clips, with their distinctive plastic ends for safe handling, were an essential part of every set. This tall and narrow wooden stand of some kind appears to be antique. The finder bid on it for $2 because they liked the wood grain. Is it a candle holder? Where would it go in the home? Yes, it is a candle holder, specifically a floor-standing one. These tall stands are designed to hold a pillar candle or a taper candle at an elevated height. They can be used to provide ambient lighting in a corner of a room next to a fireplace or in an entryway. The commenter humorously adds, "Where would it go in the home? Wherever the hell you want. It's your candle stand. Don't let anyone tell you where you can and can't put your candle stand." It's a classic decorative accent piece. Found at a thrift store, this is a wooden shelf type thing. It has a space in the back to be hung up and a smaller shelf that is not connected to the very bottom. What is its purpose? This is a vintage kerosene oil lamp holder and reflector shelf. It is missing the lamp that sits in the middle. These were common wall-mounted fixtures in the era before electric lighting. A kerosene lamp would be placed on the small shelf. The larger wooden back part, often with a mirrored or polished metal reflector, which is also missing here, would protect the wall from the heat and soot of the lamp, and, more importantly, it would reflect the light from the lamp's flame back into the room, amplifying its illumination. If you love uncovering strange and mysterious objects, hit that like button and subscribe. Stay curious. More finds coming soon.